If you've been feeling like everything in your life is being shaken, relationships are shifting, doors are closing, and you're suddenly surrounded by silence, you need to hear this. God might be preparing you for something far greater than you've ever imagined. One of the first signs is divine disruption. What once felt stable now feels uncertain. And the things you leaned on start falling apart. This isn't chaos. It's construction. Just like Joseph in Genesis chapter 37. Being thrown into a pit was the beginning of his promotion, not the end of his purpose. God often allows disruption to detach you from what can't go with you into your next season. The second sign is an unusual spiritual restlessness. You can't pray like you used to. You feel uncomfortable in old places, and your spirit is quietly groaning for more. This is Romans chapter 8 verse 22 in real time. A birthing pain before the breakthrough. God is stirring your hunger, making you dissatisfied with the average, because He's shifting you into alignment with the extraordinary. Third, pay attention to the increase in opposition. Spiritual warfare intensifies right before elevation. When Jesus was baptized and affirmed by the Father, He was immediately led into the wilderness to be tested. Matthew chapter 4. The enemy always targets what God is about to use. So if you feel like you're under attack, it's not a sign you're failing, it's a sign you're feared. Fourth, God begins to isolate you. Suddenly, your circle shrinks, people pull away, or you're misunderstood by those you love. But remember, even Jesus had to go alone to the mountain to pray. Isolation isn't rejection. It's preparation. He's pulling you away from distractions to deepen your dependence. And finally, one of the clearest signs is supernatural provision in the midst of lack. When God begins to supply your needs in ways you can't explain. It's a preview of His faithfulness for the season ahead. Think of Elijah being fed by ravens in 1 Kings chapter 17. It didn't make sense. But it was God's hand. These moments aren't random, they're prophetic. They whisper, "I'm with you even here." When you notice these signs, don't retreat, respond. Don't fear the shaking, trust the shift. Because Romans chapter 8 verse 28 isn't just a verse, it's a pattern. God causes all things to work together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. If things are being stripped away, if the pressure is rising, if you feel like you're walking through fire, then maybe, just maybe, God is not punishing you. He's positioning you. The greater the preparation, the greater the purpose. So here's your challenge. Don't pray to be comfortable, pray to be ready. Because what's coming will require faith, obedience, and boldness. But it will be worth it.